So the feds are finally releasing the long-awaited photos of Diddy's mansion. During the raid they did in his mansion last year, and baby, it's more disturbing than we thought. It turns out, not only did Diddy have dedicated rooms in his mansion for these freak-offs, but he also had underground tunnels where little people, aka people below 18 years old, were apparently kept against their will and out of their minds in order to participate in unconsenting freak-offs. With these celebrities, everything was just like Ally Carter said, and more. Ally claimed a while ago that Diddy would allegedly make these little people sleep in their own vomit, eat that same puke, and sometimes even sleep in their dunk. To make matters even worse, he would sometimes allegedly also make them eat his FAL matter while recording it and pleasuring himself. Ally has been talking about this for a while, but people started taking her seriously when she posted this video talking about how Diddy's victims have been sensationalized into internet memes instead of being treated as the actual victims they are. Nobody ever thinks about the victims. Nobody. The victims' lives get turned around when the lives want to just get announced. You slap them on the wrist and you bring up every source of a trauma for the victim, but nobody wants to stop and think about that. We're not talking about the victims that are still going through this right now with other people who are running to cover their and deleting their social media. Diddy has also been doing something called the Pig Night, which he got the idea from Hugh Hefner. According to sources, Hugh would sit at the head of the table smoking his famous pipe while the hookers drank and ate with movie and TV stars. They say the girls would get ratings and quit medical checks before slipping out of the room for rendezvous with the celebs, while folks in the mansion knew what Hefner and his cohorts labeled the evening. They say he insisted they were never to be called pigs, nor were they told what everyone around them was calling the event behind their backs. Thursday night, Hefner had to bring up 5 or 6 girls each in their cars. It was girls that they would pick up on Sunset Strip. At that time, Sunset Boulevard was a very big pro place. That's where you went to pick up somebody. It was called Pig KN, but we, as butlers, were always told do not call them pigs. This was Hefner's term for them. I don't know why he called them pigs, but as I said, Allison claims Diddy was inspired by Hugh's behavior and started to also do his own version of this night, but with kids. Not only that, they were also not allowed to eat anything because Diddy and his people allegedly didn't want them throwing up as a result of things they'd be indulging in. This was allegedly much harder on the boys because some of Diddy's associates were worried about them eating too much food and pooping during intercourse. But this is the crazy part. Though some of Diddy's associates allegedly had a poop fetish, and they would sometimes intentionally make the boys eat foods that would cause them to have diarrhea just so they ended up pooping during intercourse. When I went, they tried to feed us, and I remember it. Because when you have to do say what orders jobs like that, you don't eat. You're not allowed to eat. You actually have to starve yourself, because when you have to do those type OFS, you can't eat because you will throw up. Really, if you are doing, or if you are a guy doing, you will sh everywhere. Oh boy. When this happens, your PS will get mad at you, really mad at you, and if that is a fetish for someone, they use that to their advantage. So if you throw up on someone you will have to eat it. If you sh on someone you will have to lay in it. There are celebrities that are a constant visit. Allison went on to also accuse Tyra Banks, Megan Fox and even Steve Harvey of allegedly being part of the celebrities responsible for these people's trauma. She said this is why they were all suddenly flying out of the United States and going to countries with any treaty with the United States when Diddy was exposed, just in case they were also exposed too about the victims that are still going through the right now with other people who are running to cover and deleting their social medias. Pink, Megan Fox, Tyra Banks, Steve Harvey, they were practically trying to pull a Russell Simmons on the cops. Now y'all might be wondering why people randomly decided to believe this woman for no reason. Well, if y'all remember, that's what we all said about Jaguar, right too? And it later turned out that she wasn't lying. Everything she said about Diddy was true, and the crazy thing is Allison started exposing just a few weeks after Jaguar initially also started making her wild allegations and exposing the industry. But this is where things get crazier, because it turns out that the things that the feds found at Diddy's house during the raid last year actually matched with the things that Ollie was claiming happened at those parties. If y'all remember, it was reported at the time of the raid that the feds found freak-off supplies, including narcotics, and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oils and lubricant, as well as an underground tunnel connecting to the Playboy Mansion. According to his indictment, Diddy arranged, directed, baited during these FRE-offs, which he was able to arrange with the assistance of members and associates of the Combs enterprise. They transported commercial across state lines and internationally. Freak-offs occurred regularly, sometimes lasted multiple days, and often involved multiple ES workers. During freak-offs, Diddy distributed a variety of control substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant. Without the victims' knowledge, Diddy secretly recorded videos of them participating in activities with escorts. After these freak-off events, both Diddy and the victims usually received fluids to recover from the physical strain abuse, according to the indictment. And as if things couldn't get any messier, one of the messy YouTubers also found a way to sneak their way into Diddy's abandoned freak-off, and they found all the tunnels and the freak-off rooms. The rooms had the exact same furniture and decorations that Ally said they had. The whole place was just red and super demonic. Just from watching the video, you could tell that a lot of dirty things had happened in that room at some point. Just walked into this red room in here. Oh my god, I'm going to flip the camera around so you guys can see, cuz just behind me it's just like a little heater room. It's just like a little extra room. But wait till you see this. Oh my god. What is this? What is this room like, guys? Look at this room. It's a circle with all red. Just a red circle of like furniture and like cloths hanging down. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Look how dark it is in here. I've two flashlights going and a camera light. Look, it's just a mirror here. Look at all this. Guys, I can't get over this room. Like, I literally thought I was entering a dungeon. Seeing this, little did I know I would walk into such a sick room. Like I said before, guys, sorry for like the little bit of the darker room, but there's nothing I can do. There's no lights. The lights are being covered by this, and it doesn't reflect any, so my camera like just not doing anything. So hands down immediately that. But here's Where things get even juicier, a guy on TikTok called K Do, who claims to be R. Kelly's estranged son, also came out to spill the tea about how he ended up on one of Diddy's freak-offs when he was just still a kid. He said he was friends with Diddy's son Christian Combs at the time, and one time he went to their house to hang out like he always does when he accidentally walked in on a freak-off. He claims Diddy spotted him and made him watch two men getting freaky and asked him if he liked what he saw. While he was talking to D, another door opened, and he saw Meek Mill, August Elena, and Soulja Boy walking out after freaking out together for hours. So y'all remember when I used to be cool with Diddy's son King, right? It's crazy to see what I see he getting locked up for, and to see all that they posting right now, because it's certain I seen first-hand experience. So boom, when I was like 13 years old, my mom moved me and my brothers them from Chicago to LA, right, and she had us going to a private school because of who our dad is. I'm not going to say who our dad is up on here, but yeah, so boom, we at the private school, whatever, and that's where I made King G. Did he sign? So just like any regular get cool, like y'all got the same interest, y'all got the same going on. Boom, that's it with that's that. So after we get cool for a minute, type started going over his crib like, and at the time it was just his mom, type we was going to his mom crib, but I guess Diddy and his mom, well, like his dad and his mom like stayed in the same area at the time, alright, getting really to the point to where we supposed to be going to, so it was like already done, spent the night at his mom house, type. So it was one night where we spent night at his dad house, so we had Diddy house. So at the time I'm like 15 years old, right? So we there, type, and as we there like, this is a big ass, I never been no house this damn big, like as big as type. It's all type of different type of doors, different type of rooms, like I'm just like, damn, this mother, all this going on. So we in the basement, type, he got this theater, and there, so we down there, it's like me, King, and like three other type, Jordan, what? Jordan Wood, the sister, everybody, we all down there just watching movies. So I go upstairs real quick cause I need to piss. So when I go upstairs to go pee, and I'm thinking I'm going into the bathroom, whole time I'm going into like a whole another room. So when I go in this room that I'm seeing, I don't know, at that age I didn't really know what I was seeing, type, but to know what I'm seeing now, like being grown, it's like, oh yeah, alright. So nothing went on that night, type, like that's just what I seen, type. First thing, boom. So then like 2 weeks later, type, SHO, I had Diddy number, type. I was like, my homie dad, like he a calling looking for type, so you would have his number. So boom, I had his number, and like that, so he end up texting talking about some is you supposed to be sliding for the taco Tuesday we going to be having. So I'm like, SH, you know, like it's regular my homie dad. So like, yeah, SH, I'm slide. You know, I text back, let him know that. So then I text King right fast, I'm like, yo, you at the crib? I'm G to pull up for the taco Tuesday night. So he like, what you mean, I'm in Miami right now? So I'm like damn, like his dad being cool, like he just invited me, type, like you know to come, like, while his son G like, you know, like you know, I'm going to put like the SH part too, because like I ended up. So you got to follow me real quick. So I got post part 2 dark room. So I walk up in the room and I turn on the light real quick, and when I turn on the light, like I just see all this weird. Like sh, like toys, all type of like. 50 Shades of Grey. Type, so I obviously like, you know. Instantly peep, just not the bathroom. Like, let me shut this door, so I get up out of it and shut it as I shut it did. He already in the hallway, so he said to me, what you doing? And I let him know, like, oh, like I just went to the wrong door, I'm trying to get to the bathroom, and then he was like, you've been standing there for a minute, you must like what you see, so I'm like kind of confused, like what the like, you know? Like I'm like what the see? Him and he was like, you must like what you see, like how I said, and so what stopped that conversation was the door in the back had open, like a couple doors down had opened, so the couple's doors down had open, and next you know you see Meek M walking out, August, Elena and Soulja Boy. They all working out this room, and so I'm like, you know, that's just switched my mind from everything. I'm like, what? The like Soulja Boy in this, what? The so I'm not thinking anything of it. TYP, I'm just thinking like, damn, like this, did he got everybody here? Like, how do he got everybody here? Like everybody's here, like everybody's here. And then what's crazy to see is how Soulja Boy just made that video talking about, oh, Diddy wouldn't have ever been able to do to me like that, but you was there. Though I don't know you was there, like I don't know if he low-key was like on some like, let me just say this before start saying me being there. But you was there, my dude, like you ain't got a front, so I wasn't really saying nothing like that, so it go past like a good 30 minutes, I go to the pool, everybody around there after that, I'm like, you know what, let me go back up in the crib real quick, like let me go ahead dry up, cause I was swimming too, TYP, like. So as y'all can see, there is a lot that went on in Diddy's house, and eventually the police are going to uncover it all. What's even crazier is that this trial is happening in a few days, and we are 100% going to hear all the inside details about this criminal enterprise and everything he has been getting up to. As usual, people had their own thoughts. Like this person who said, if all these things happen, why wasn't it reported long ago? She's been talking about this for years. She has a huge following. She's been exposing them for years, trust me. This is a new story, another person said. I believe her, she's too damn accurate. She was speaking while in the dark, not wanting us to see her surroundings, but now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Allison Carter accusing Diddy of doing all these things, and how do you feel about this trial coming up? Do you think we're going to get more information about everything he's been up to? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.